Alright. And we're back with more Limbus Company. As soon as I see that we're actually live, we'll go ahead and start. But let's go over here. We were on Chapter 2 now. Working on robbing a casino. Our team joins hands with the duo from Clearance Department. The Sinners cast a skeptical glance at their competence and comportment. Okay, this could probably go on a little while because this is a story quest. Which I don't mind the story, but god damn, they definitely need stuff to break it up.
이번 작전은요. 저희가 숟가락으로 떠먹여 줄 테니까 그냥 입을 벌려서 골고루 씹기만 하면 된답니다.
Hold up. Here we go. Now for this mission, we basically spoon-fed you everything. All you have to do is open wide and chew up your simple tasks.
여기 봉투에 든 문서들 확인하시고 거기에 적혀 있는 대로 그대로만 하면 돼요.
Check the documents in this envelope and do exactly, precisely as the papers say. The way Sway dragged out the vowels needled me a little bit, but I decided not to argue. Even if I did, the ticking of the clock that would be all she heard.
뭐야? 말로는 공조라면서 함께할 생각은 전혀 없고 그냥 뒷공문이나 쫓아오라는 소리고?
There's not a whole lot of joining together at all in this joint operation, is there? You're just telling us to follow from behind.
자존심 상하네. 이것들이 누구를 모질이로 알아?
This is insulting. Are you taking us for lubbers or what? This music is fucking great.
관리자님, 이거 그대로 두고 봐.
Look, manager, we gotta put our foot down and
두고 봐. 이거 되겠네?
do as they say, I guess. Huh?
얘네들이 준 문서요. 완벽해요.
The documents they gave us, they're flawless.
이것 봐요. 동선까지 전부 들어있어요. 이렇게 깔끔하고 체계적으로 쓰여있는 문서는 정말 오랜만에 보는데요.
Look at this. It has routes drawn and everything. It's been ages since I've seen a plan this clear and meticulous.
확실해.
Hey there, Kale. How's it going?
작전 계획을 써봤던 티가 나는군.
Surely, this is certainly indicative of our knowledge in writing up proper plans of operation.
물론 관리자님의 계획성에 비하면 발끝에도 못 미치지만.
This isn't to say it holds a candle to the level of forethought you display, manager. Fucking kiss-ass, Otis. Hope you're doing well today. Convinced by Ishmael's commemoration, I opened the envelope and carefully read the rundown of the operation. The goal could be summarized as the following. Reach the top floor of the casino. The main reason behind organizing this plan was the first place prize for the table game to be held today. According to the papers, winning the competition held on the top floor of the casino is the only way to gain access to the area with the golden bow. A few hours before the update, so save your shard? What do you mean save your shard? 4 syndicates that jointly bid on the casino will be playing the game of chance. Of the 4, we will be using the name of the infamous Ting Tang Gang?
이름이 조직의 성격까지 대변해주진 않아요. 얕은 편견일 뿐이죠.
A name doesn't necessarily reflect the nature of the organization. That's a shallow prejudice.
편견이라는 색깔 안경을 구태여 끼우는 것은 이상적이지 아니하오.
It is ideal for one to choose to see things through the tinted lens that is bias. Right. Back to the plan. We'll disguise as the boss of the Ting Tang Gang and win the game of chance. Afterwards, we will go to the underground floors where the golden bow lies. Leading up to the game, we will use items and clothing we find in pawn shops to disguise our given roles into the casino and wait for the team on the top floor to win the game. That's about it for the outline of the plan, I think. Wait a second. Won't this entire thing fall apart if our player doesn't win?
혹시나 할 때를 대비해서
Let's see, Thread Farm won't be the next update, so don't convert shards into thread yet. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. We prepared effect identifications as well, just in case the casino security runs random inspection on visitors.
다 좋은데 꼭대기층의 갬블에서는 어떻게 이길 작전이야?
Alright, that's all fine and dandy, but how do we plan to win once we're at the top floor?
우리 복장을 보면 감이 잡히지 않아?
What do you think our outfits are for?
딜러로 자연스럽게
We practiced for months to pass as,
오래 연습했지.
as bona fide courtiers.
알아서 좋은 패를 넘겨줄 거야. 눈만 멀쩡히 달려 있으면 이기는 건 걱정할 필요도 없지.
We'll give you good luck. The game is in your bag. All you need to do is a pair of functioning eyes. Effie mumbled the last part to himself while casting a sidelong scowl at our group, making it painfully obvious he has no faith in us.
콩콩이 파트목으로는 어떻게 위장할 건데?
Yeah, unfortunately I gotta go back to work today, so whenever the update rolls around, I'll probably be doing that. But we'll probably play in a couple days. So how are you gonna take the place of the Tintang gang boss?
카지노에서 제공되는 식사에 수면제를 섞을 거예요. 주방장이랑도 이미 얘기가 끝났답니다.
We put sedatives in the food served at the casino. We've already finished negotiating the details with the head chef.
수면제.
Sedatives? Swade and Effie winked at each other. It was a gesture demonstrating that two were ideal partners, able to tell each other's thoughts just from exchanging glances.
사장님, 지낼 때 여기서부터 저기까지 물건들 좀 보고 있을게요.
Hey, dear pawnbroker, we'll be taking a look at the goods in the showcase from here to there.
네? 아이고, 예, 그러면요. 천천히 둘러보세요.
Oh yeah, sure, of course. Please take your time, ma'am. The pawnbroker's attitude took a sharp turn from disdainful to kowtowing.
그럼 다들 진열장에서 알맞은 물건을 가져가죠.
Now then, let's take what we need from the display.
우와, 이거 구프샤 디자이너가 제작했던 브로치죠?
Oh my, that's a Gupsha designer brooch, isn't it?
야, 이걸 알아보시는 분이 계실 줄이야. 저희 전당포에 대들 보입죠. 10개밖에 제작이 안 되어서 아마 부르는 게 가지.
Wow, what discerning eyes you have, sir. The beauty of this mainstay of our shop's catalog. Only 10 of these were ever made, so it's worth this positively you.
저희 집 강아지가 산책할 때마다 끼고 다니는 목줄 장식이었어요. 아, 다시 보니까 너무 반갑네요.
My dog used to have one of those on its collar whenever we took it out for walkies. So nice to see something that brings back pleasant memories.
나는 이 소가죽으로 만든 장갑이 탐나는데 이걸 샀던 녀석은 아마 패션 센스가 남달랐을 것 같아.
I'm down for these cowhide gloves. Whoever had them must have been a fashionista.
봉투에 적혀 있는 대로 가져가세요. 각자 맡은 역할이 있답니다.
Please take items that suit what's written in the envelopes. You have roles to play.
이보시오. 내 봉투에는 청소부라고 써져 있는데 뭔가 착오가 있는 것 같소만?
Pardon, but the envelope I have received says janitor. There must be some sort of error.
좋아, 다 좋은데 돈은 어떻게 지불할 작정이야?
Okay, it's all good and all, but you have the money to pay for all this?
격떨어지게 예산 걱정을 왜 하는 거야? 이 블랙 카드로는 못 긁는 게 없어.
Worried about spending? Who do you think we are? Some low-rank hirelings? Something I can't afford using this black card.
한테 어떻게 된 거야? 툭불 고기는 예산 딸려서 못 먹는다며.
Dante, what's this about? You told me we can't have prime beef because we don't have the budget.
수준 이상의 성과를 보이는 부사에겐 회사에서 한도 없는 카드를 준다는 소문이 사실이었군요.
So the rumors were true that teams with notable performance were given a company card with no spending limit. While everyone was shocked by the proven existence of the fabled black card, a loud voice came from outside.
어이 할배, 오늘까지 자리세 내야 한다는 거 나만 아는 사실이었어?
Oi, Doltard, didn't I say your payment was due today? Someone who's clearly belonged to a vicious syndicate entered the pawn shop.
한 번만 봐주십시오. 다음에는 꼭 납부하겠습니다.
Please, give you one more chance. I swear I'll have the money ready.
한 번? 할배, 덧셈도 못해? 지난번에도 똑같이 말했잖아.
내가 놓친 내 숫자 공부 봐주느라 형님한테 깨져야겠어.
One more? Can't you do basic math? You said the same thing last time. Boss won't like me wasting precious time reteaching you kindergarten, you hear?
저같이 힘없고 몸도 성치 않은 노인네한테.
Huge tone shift from chapter 1? Oh, absolutely. It's kind of more lighthearted compared to the depressing episode that was that. I'm just a frail old man sitting on doggery feet. There's really nothing you'll get at shaking me down. Pleading with an overly loud voice, the pawnbroker looked at us.
이제는 큰 소리를 치네. 화내봐, 화내.
You talking back now?
죄책감이란 게 줄어들 것 같으니까.
Yeah, go on then, get mad. I don't feel guilty that way. In a way, he looked like he was covertly begging us to help him, based on his expression. The setter's attention was naturally drawn to the ongoing row.
거기 뭘 봐? 구경 났냐?
What are you looking at? You think I'm playing?
와, 진짜 전형적인 대사라서 대꾸하고 싶지도 않았어요. 좀 더 창의적인 시비를 걸 순 없는 걸까요?
Jeez, that was so stereotypical. I don't even get the urge to reply. Can't people be more creative about throwing taunts?
저희가 도와줘야 하는 거.
Shouldn't we help out, maybe? Unlike Ishmael, who scoffed at the goon, Sinclair anxiously glanced over.
어쩔 수 없답니다. 뒷골목은 뒷골목 나름대로의 규율이 존재하고 그것들이 얼기설기 엮여서 돌아가는 구조니까요.
We have no choice. The backstreets have their own rules and order. We aren't the ones to disturb the complex web of their society.
같은 외지인들이 어설프게 개입을 하면 눈에만 띌 뿐이에요.
Outsiders like us will only cause a bigger scene if we try to step in. Pleased by the seniors choosing to stay away, the goon continued with the extortion.
돈이 없으면 그거를 내놓으면 되잖아.
Huh.
몇 번이나 말했는데.
If you ain't got money, why don't you pay your dues with that instead? We'll be keeping you.
그것만은 안 됩니다. 제발.
Anything but that, please. Is it really okay to leave them be?
영국이 그러시면 제가 나설까요, 관리자님?
Shall I settle the dispute for them so it does not bother you, manager?
그런데 그거라는 게 뭐지?
What does the toughster mean by that, anyway?
이곳엔 돈보다 더 가치 있는 재화가 존재해요.
A currency more valuable than money exists in this district.
제2사의 특이점은 무엇이든 잠글 수 있는 강력한 보안 기술이죠.
It's well known that J-Corp Singularity is a powerful security company technology capable of locking anything.
하지만 그런 보안 기술이 생겨난 데에는 제2사 뒷골목의 오래된 문화와 역사를 바탕으로 하고 있어요.
What's less known, however, is the extensive cultural and historical background of the backstreets of Nest J that led to the Singularity's creation.
역사? 너 지금 그걸 여기서 설명하겠다는 말이냐? 난 입사 조건에 공부까지 있는 줄 몰랐다고.
History? Are you seriously about to lecture us here and now? I was never told about any mandatory education when I joined the company. In spite of the opposition, Faust went on with her explanation.
이곳에선 사람들의 소망력을 추출해낼 수 있는 기술이 사용되고 있어요.
Here, a technology exists to extract wish power from people.
특이점으로 승인되기에는 보편성이 다소 떨어져서 대중적으로 알려지진 않았지만
Though it's not widely known outside this district since it didn't quite have the generality to be recognized as Singularity.
일종의 운을 사고 파는 거예요. 화폐처럼.
In essence, it's processing luck into a commodity that can be traded like a form of money.
이 소망력을 무력으로 추출당하지 않기 위해 어느덧 이를 방어하는 보안 기술까지 생겨나고 만 거죠. 그게 지금의 특이점으로 이어진 거고요.
It brought forth the need for a way to stop others from forcibly extracting this wish power, leading to the creation of security technology that ultimately developed into the Singularity we know of today.
야, 파우스트. 이놈들한테 눈높이 교육시키느라 고생이 많겠다.
Wee, Faust. Must be tiring having to teach these dunces in ways they can get it.
염두에 두고 있었던 일이라 괜찮아요.
It's fine. This was in my anticipated scenario.
말투 무진장 거슬리는데.
I don't like the way you say that.
자, 그럼 우린 진열대에 있는 적당한 물건들을 각자 집은 다음에
Come on now.
하자고요.
Gather up the items you need to help with your disguises so we can leave. Swade flapped the documents full of schedule plans to emphasize that we'd be busy.
우린 일개 회사원이지 정의를 위해 나서는 히어로가 아니잖아요.
Oh no. You just suck and probably set off Don Quixote. We're sadly the workers, not heroes fighting for justice. Wait, not that word. A bad feeling rushing through my head prompted me to count the sinners I could see. That does not align with a certain someone's beliefs. And it's the one that would seriously provoke her principles. Ishmael seemed to have noticed what I meant and hurriedly looked around.
남의 귀중품을 함부로 약탈하려 하다니. 필시 악인의 행동이라고밖에 볼 수 없다.
Ah, god damn it. Now dares try to pilfer the valuables of others, this behavior can only be seen as wholehearted villainy. Oh no, Don Quixote. But it was a moment too late. Don Quixote had already sprinted forward and was swinging her lance at the tintanger who gripped the pawnbroker by the collar. Thwack. Completely unaware, the goon was hit right in the head with the blunt side of her lance. Knocked out on the floor in a frisky swing, the fainted goon became the center of attention for all of us inside the pawn shop for a solid minute.
참고로 수감자들을 통제하는 역할은 제게 주어진 업무에 포함되지 않았어요.
Just what we need before a stealth mission.
역할이죠.
Attention drawn to us. For your information, keeping the sinners in check is not part of my job description. That'd be the job of this person here. Don't give me that look. There's nothing in my abilities to keep her under control. couldn't stop myself from defending my position even if I were aware that my voice wouldn't reach anyone besides the sinners. Oh well. It's not like my defense would have made them look any less baffled towards me if they could hear it. The pawnbroker was the only one chuffed by the turn of events.
아이고, 그놈 꼴 좋네요. 하지만 살짝 더 세게 내리쳤어도 좋았을 법했습니다.
Great work, ma'am. Serves a hooligan right, but I'll say you probably could have whooped him a tad harder, maybe.
베르길리우스가 악인을 처단하는 건 상관없지만 작전의 인물들까지 끌어들이면 곤란해질 거다. 라고 해서 말이요. 힘 조절을 했다네.
Virgilius advised me that while I am free to deliver justice unto villains, I must do so without unduly involving irrelevance in our mission. Thus I showed moderation. Our proud expression never looked so provoking. Aha. So you remember his words and still leapt forward.
신념을 지켜야 하기에 어쩔 수 없었네. 부디 이해해주게나.
'Twas a necessary action to stay true to my creed. Please understand my virtuous violence.
그런데 이놈 설마 죽은 건 아니겠지요?
Not to kill the moon, but that ruffian isn't actually dead, right?
영감, 방금 전까지는 아쉬워하지 않았어?
I thought you wanted her to get straight to the wallops, old sport.
그렇지만 이러다 유로지비가 나서면 여러모로 복잡해지지 않습니까?
I did, but things would get fairly complicated if the Euro Divive show up, you know?
유로집이? 걔네가 왜 여기에? 아니, 그보다 걔네 걱정을 왜 하는 거야?
The Euro Divive, what are they doing here? No, forget that. Why are you worrying about them?
아이고, 소식도 듣는구만요. 벌써 몇 개월 전부터 이 근처에서 깽판을 치고 있는데.
Okay, this is what I mean. We've been going on for a little while now. A little breaks every once in a while wouldn't hurt this game. Not up to date with the news, are you, ma'am? They've been causing trouble around here for months now.
또 악당인가?
Are they villains as well?
아유, 저희한테는 악당이죠. 뭐라 그랬더라? 돈을 공치고 있는 장사치들을 조져서 힘든 사람에게 나눠야 한댔나? 뭐에 분배라 하던데.
Oh, they're villains to us humble merchants for sure. They were going on about, what was it, roughing up greedy peddlers, keeping money to themselves and giving those who need it, distributing something, they said?
부의 재분배.
The redistribution of wealth.
아, 맞아요. 그거. 아유, 우리들이 무슨 돈이 있다고. 심지어 자기들이 와서 그러는 것도 아니에요. 매번 이 지역 깡패들을 시켜서 그러고 다니다니까요.
Oh, that's it, yes. Those scoundrels are robbing us poor folks of what little wealth we have, and they don't even do the dirty work themselves. It's always the local brutes they send. Can you believe it?
하여간 지들이 옳은 일 한답시고 기세등등하게 다녀서 힘들어요. 처음에는 뭘 찾으려고 하는 것 같았는데 이제는 돈이나 뺏고.
Anyway, life has been hard for us because of those self-righteous bunches. Looks like they were hard to find, they were here to find something at first, but all they do now is squeeze money out of us.
아, 근데 말이야, 우리 피해야 하지 않을까? 콩콩이 파들이 들이닥칠지도 모르는데.
I just realized, shouldn't we take our leave now? More toughies from the Ting Tang gang might be coming this way. It seemed like Rania just deliberately cut off the pawnbroker in a hurry. I had little time to think about the implications. The gang members Don Quixote had knocked out began to flinch as though to get back up soon.
골치 아프게 쓸데없이 일만 벌려서는.
Sigh, what a hassle. You're making the problem bigger than it had to be.
이봐, 머핀과 소보를 했나? 그 너무 표정국이지 말라고. 널려 있는 게 전당포잖아. 얼마든지 대체를.
Hey, Muffin and Sabo, was it? Don't be so tart now. There are plenty of pawn shops around here, right? We can always find a different...
에피랑 소드예요. 사람 이름을 맛있게 만들어주시지는 않았으면 좋겠어요.
It's Effie and Suede. Please don't mistake our names for confections.
그리고 널려있는 게 전당포라는 뜻은 다시 말해
And your statement that there were plenty of pawn shops in the city won't mean much.
소동을 눈치챈 모든 전당포가 곧 문을 닫을 거라는 소리랍니다.
When said pawn shops knows the trouble happening here and close. Don Quixote.
바보들한테 일일이 설명하기도 이제 지친다. 얼른 나가자.
I'm tired of lecturing these idiots on every little thing. We should just leave. Right as I tried to leave, someone wearing a similar thuggish clothes to the ones we just knocked out, with a face that looked just as rough, stormed into the shop.
어이 영감, 우리 막내 보지 못했.
Hey, Codger, have you seen our little...
싫어. 이게 다 무슨 일이냐?
Okay, Slimy, what is going on here? We did our best to pretend to just be innocent customers who just happened to be in the pawn shop at the wrong time. However, in an unfortunate concurrence of events, the goon came back to senses.
새끼야, 어서 말해. 내가 아주 사지를 찢어줄란게.
Who did this? Tell me now. That bean is going to regret the day he grew stems.
저기
Over there.
빨간 시계
That
대가리.
red time plus. The direction that finger was pointing was simply too unambiguous for me to pretend otherwise. Plus, there's no point denying what I was, that I was meant by red time plus, as I'm sure there would be literally no one else matching the description in this entire district.
높아심에 덧붙이지만 저는 전혀 모르는 일입니다. 이제 막 얼음찜질을 해드리려고 수건을 가지고 가려던 참이었었죠.
Just so you don't get the wrong idea, I had nothing to do with these people and what happened here. Just about to bring a towel to cool the poor fella's head.
노인네가 진짜.
That smarmy gaffer.
기대도 안 했지만 줏대라고는 바람에 흔들리는 갈대만도 못하네요.
I had no expectations from him in the first place, but that man really has a shaky reed for his backbone. Although the pawnbroker switching sides in the heartbeat and the finger-pointing clock slander over something I wasn't responsible for to hurt me a little, I was determined to stand firm.
여기 작것들. 스톱. 동작 그만.
Ja, for Jolitos over there, stop, freeze in your tracks. Mostly because it was clear that we had to run right now. If I kept letting small things bother me, I would be reduced to pulp sooner rather than later.
뭘 도망쳐? 귀찮은데 그냥 다 죽이자.
No need to run. Just kill them and be done with it.
왜? 아주 콩콩이 팔을 뿌리째 뽑아내자고 하지?
What's next? You're gonna wipe out the whole syndicate?
그것도 나쁘지 않겠어.
I like her attitude. Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
악의 무리는 단숨에 뿌리를 뽑아야 정의가 바로 서는 법.
The forces of evil must be uprooted with haste in order to raise the banner of justice high.
저기, 너희 중엔 정신이 똑바로 박혀 있는 직원이 정말 없는 거야?
So is there seriously no one on your team who's in the right mind? Ishmael looked insulted by this remark and seemed to be thinking of a counter-argument, but the Ting Ting goons arming themselves with a more pressing matter. Let's just get out of here first. There are no witnesses, if there's no one left. That is true. I just feel like if you kill everyone in the gang, it'd be that much easier to pose at them, right? So this helps our mission. Oh god, that was a long bit of story. Like that was almost like, what, 15 minutes? The plan seemed to be perfect, that seemed so perfect just a little time ago, to go awry. Took little time to go awry. Don Quixote's outburst ran afoul with the Ting Ting gang. Oh my god, that's a lot of ecophalin that we gotta use just to do one mission. Alright.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술이 보고 싶었나?
As Wade predicted, all the pawnbrokers were busy closing their street entrances to avoid trouble.
새끼들아! 거기다가 안 멈추냐?
Hey, you pricks, stop where you're standing.
너희 작것들이 우리 가족을 건들고 무사히 넘어갈 것 같냐?
You think you can get away with messing with our family, Tiny Fave?
저런 집단들은 왜 꼭 서로를 가족이라고 부르죠? 없던 유대감을 쥐어짜내야 하니까?
What's with the brutish syndicates and their pretend families? It's the only thing they can think of to bond with each other?
소중한 막내 동생 이마에 혹이 생겨버렸잖아.
Look at the bump you made in our precious youngin's head.
맙소사. 이런 건 계획에 없었는데.
Gracious, this was not part of the plan. If he clutches his forehead as if it were aching. I thought about goading him to keep some headache pills on hand if this was enough cause him pain, but I refrained. My lack of a head would have made the message far less impactful anyway.
어이 너희들 이제까지 우리들을 쓸모없는 버러지처럼 취급했었지?
You two, you thought we were worthless scum until now, didn't you?
폐기물들을 모아놓은 하수장이라고 생각했잖아.
I know you've been seeing our group as a sewage full of waste.
아무도 그렇게까지 말하진 않았어, 오티스.
I don't think anyone spoke of us that harshly, Otis.
하지만 왜 우리 부서가 황금가지를 탈환하는 막중한 임무에 놓였는지 이유가 궁금하지 않았나?
Have you not wondered why we've been charged with the momentous mission of claiming golden bows despite that?
뭔데요?
Why is that? Even Effie seemed to be taken aback by Otis's imposing attitude.
비록 다른 자들이 오수 속에 절여진 폐기물이라는 건 동감한다만
Although I won't disagree that the others are rubbishes drenched in foul water.
그렇게 생각하는 건 당신뿐이라니까.
No, seriously, you're the only one who says that.
티스 씨는 항상 저희를 그런 시선으로 바라보셨던 거군요.
Oh, that's what Miss Otis has been thinking all this time.
나는 무전무패의 역사를 가지고 있고 관리자님은 불사에 가까운 치유를 할 수 있는 소생 능력을 지니고 있으시지.
I've remained undefeated, and our manager is capable of resuscitating us, making us practically incapable of death.
사실 둘만 있어도 충분해. 베르길리우스 그 작자는 나와는 생각이 다른 모양이지만
In fact, just the two of us should be sufficient, though the weasel Virgilius seems to disagree.
어쨌든 아무리 무수한 전투를 치러도 폐기물들은 폐기되지 않는다. 폐기물인 채로 그대로 부활할 뿐이다.
The point is, these detritus won't be scraped even after countless battles. They'll come back exactly the same piles of trash they were before death.
멋지다는 듯이
Jeez, Otis.
결국 저희를 쓰레기 취급하는 것뿐이었네요.
It's a very inspiring way of reaffirming that we're living, breathing garbage to you.
뭐 저리들.
Morons.
적군들이 몰려오는 건 준비되셨습니까, 관리자님?
Enemies are approaching. Are you prepared, manager? That's not really saying much because it was in the Library of Rudia. Didn't they have the whole insurance thing that if someone died, they can be brought back anyway? So it doesn't seem like death is a concern for a lot of people in this world. There was the insurance, and there was the cloning of R-Corp. That doesn't seem like that big of a hindrance. Okay, so
머리통을 박살내주마.
끝이.
머리통을 박살내주마.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
터졌군요.
oh my goodness, I'm actually getting my ass kicked a little bit.
검을 덜 갈았었나? 꽤 잘 갈렸고. 거치적거리지만 마. 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
Wait, did my move not? Oh, because I didn't select the move. Okay.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Would help if I actually went and did his ego move, huh?
수많은 것들이 옥죄어 온다.
어때? 죽을 것 같지?
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
Oh, there's some damage.
너무 쉽잖아.
규정에 따라 실행합니다.
소란이 줄었네요.
꽤 잘 갈렸군.
Okay, things got a little bit harder.
이 정도면 피는 만족할 만큼 본 것 같군.
The sinners continue to fight off the Ting Tang Gang's goons to keep it appear. Oh my goodness. They keep on appearing, suggesting that we are in their territory. One within clear 10 turns. Okay. Just keep going.
따라가겠어요.
와, 기대되네요.
기다리고 있어. 준비.
그래, 후회하지 않게 해주지.
와, 기대되네요.
따라가겠어요.
피가 범람할 시간이요.
흥미로운 일이 벌어지면 좋겠어요.
Let's see. The update will be around 9 hours. Yep. Oh yeah, I'll be at work.
상대하기에도 우스운 수준이었어. 별거 아니었네.
Also, Rodian rates rate up if you say if you want her. She's not my favorite, but they make for pathetic foes. That was absolutely nothing.
콩이파는 이 거리 일대를 지배하고 있던 집단이야. 한 번의 전투로 끝날 게 아닌
The Ting Tang gang have tight control of this area. It's not going to be the end of. Then more Ting Tangers began showing up from the street corners.
대체 어디서 온 놈들인데 우리 조직을 건드는 거요?
Who sent you haircuts to mess with us?
대군들은 림버스!
Don Quixote, shut the fuck up. Please, shut up. We are the proud soldiers of Lim. Alfie quickly covered Don Quixote's mouth.
미쳤어. 뒷골목에 광고판이라도 걸 셈이야.
Have you lost it? Do you want the entire district after us?
관리자님, 지시를.
More are coming. Give us your command, manager. See, this is the thing. They could have cut that story section a little bit and spread out the story between these two chapters and made them like 5 minutes each. That would have been a little bit better than like front loading a bunch of story and give us a little snippet in combat. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on it, but god damn, some of these chunks of story could be cut down just a hair.
그래, 데려가자.
끝이.
Oh, I already got one stagger. Okay, I gotta pay a little bit more attention.
머리통을 박살내주마.
검을 덜 갈았었나?
don't think I've actually seen his ego yet. So this will be interesting. There we go.
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Nice. God damn, he's a... This one is really good.
그래, 들어가자.
흉터의
저거 저거. 그래, 들어가자.
끝. 검을 덜 갈았었나?
Okay, so we got one stagger, but not a big deal. Let's go ahead and bring... Yeah, we got two other greens on there, so that should do some decent damage.
거치적거리지만 마.
Wow, that was a waste.
나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
저거 저거.
난자오.
저거 저거.
머리통을 박살내주마. 흉터의 결과요.
Mariachi St. Clair, yeah, he seems to be pretty good character so far. Maybe it's just the level that we're on. But he seems to be wrecking house.
젠장 그만 좀 튀어나와.
Update plan, they said they would boot 20%, 20 lunacy per mirror dungeon run with boost probably on a typo. Huh. Damn it. Just won't stop coming.
진호에 들어가기도 전에 지쳐서 뒤지는 게 더 빠르겠어.
I'll wear our lives out before we even get step inside the casino.
안심해요, 히스클리프. 관리자님이 있는 한 우리가 지쳐서 죽을 일은.
Don't fret, Heathcliff. As long as the manager's with us, we won't die from fatigue or other things.
그걸 몰라서 물어보냐? 이
That's not the point at all, asshole.
해결은 간단하다. 어떤 조직이더라도 그 대가리를 깨부수면 떠봤던 고기 덩어리는 무너진다.
The solution is simple. Any organization can be brought down by disposing its leader. With the head gone, the meat supporting it will break apart.
너 여기서 유일하게 마음에 드는 소리를 하네.
You're the only one speaking my tongue here.
짜증나니까 저 부수러 가자. 대가리든 뭐든.
I'm proper myths, so let's break some bones, heads, whatever. They said 250 on Twitter. Yeah, it's supposed to be what? It's supposed to be enough for a poll every 2 weeks, right? 20 lunacy per run would only get you about 60, which wouldn't get you shit. Hence onward we travail.
잠깐, 다들 돌아와.
Wait, come back here.
파우스트, 너 계속 이런 애들이랑 같이 다녀야 하는.
This is the crowd you're supposed to accompany, Faust?
삶은 늘 의문투성이죠.
Life is full of mysteries.
그렇게 이상적이라고 할 수도 있겠어.
That perhaps is what makes it an ideal reflection, no?
대가리 어딨어? 당장 튀어나오라 그래.
Tell me where your gaffer is. I want to see him now. Heathcliff grabbed the mook by the collar and shook it about violently. To me, it looks as if anything still conscious had left already. And maybe even more than that.
우리 형님은
The Sea Heart
탑에 계실 거다.
is going to be at the car pagoda.
차탑? 차탑이 어디야? 알아듣게 말해.
What? Where the hell is that? Makes sense.
방의 폐차장을 말하는 걸 거야?
It's probably the scrapyard nearby.
그런데 너희 진심으로 콩콩이파 보스까지 처리할 생각이야?
Really though, are you actually planning on taking down the gang's boss? I mean, it would make things a little bit more convenient for us, no?
그런다고 인사고가에 반영되거나 하진 않아. 알고 있어?
That won't be reflected in your employee performance review or anything, you know.
저자는 그런 것까지 염두에 두고 행동할 만큼 명민하진 못해요.
He's not sharp enough to calculate such things in his actions. I like Ishmael.
쌤 따위랑은 거리가 먼 오물이지. 말도 안 되는 일과는 가깝지만.
Ishmael's probably one of my top 3 characters right now. He's waste, bearing little relation to schemes or plots. On the other hand, he flirts closely with nonsense.
아니야. 말이 되는 것 같기도 해요.
No, I don't think that makes sense.
문제 없어, 에피. 우리는 항상 플랜 B까지 대비해 놓잖아.
Nothing to worry about, Effie. We always keep a plan B, don't we? Swade spoke with a sincere face. However, I could see her consciously trying to maintain calm from time to time, giving a reason to suspect she's putting on a veil of kindness.
여러분이 위장을 하는 게 불가능하다면
If disguising as your given roles is out of the question,
다 같이 콩콩이파 조직원들로 위장해 버리는 겁니다.
we can all get up as members of Ting Ting Gang instead.
단체로 들어가도 눈에 띄지 않을 거고 순조롭게 꼭대기층까지 진입할 수 있을 테니까요.
That way, you won't rouse much suspicion moving in a large group, and you'll be able to reach the top floor without much trouble.
겸사겸사 콩콩이파에게서 소망력도 뺏어가죠.
And we could cipher some wish power from the Ting Ting Gang while we're at it.
오늘 연주는 만족스러웠어요. 한없이 유쾌했죠.
Okay, 2-6. Towering cars. When do I unlock the mirror dungeon? It says at the end of chapter 2, but I don't think we're going to get the end of chapter 2 today. And it looks like in the updates it was going to change a little bit. Oh, the flame actually moves when I move my cursor. That's kind of cool. I thought it said like something like 211 or one of them opens up. I don't know if that's already in effect or what. We've learned that the Ting Tangers at that their boss at the scrapyard through housing car pagodas. Wow, I can't read. For our plan B, we'll be taking wish power from the gang and borrowing their clothes. I guess we'll keep this team. Why not? Seems to be doing pretty well.
검은 갈아뒀다. 준비되었어요. 검은 갈아뒀다.
그냥 눈에 보이는 거 다 박살내면 되는 거지?
오, 다들 와서 이것 좀 보게나.
Oh, come hither, fellas, and lend me your gazes.
이게 다 뭐죠?
What is all this?
차들이 마치 탑처럼 쌓여 있어.
Cars heaped upon each other as if to form a tower.
뭐라군.
Sombre. The structure that seemed tower-like at the distance was actually cars stacked upon each other.
차들이 왜 이렇게 잔뜩 쌓여 있는 걸까요?
Why are so many piled up like this?
어떤 곳엔 편지가 쓰여 있어. 가족들이 보낸 것인가 본데?
Ah, some scripts upon their windshields. It must have been their family's writing.
보고 싶다고 쓰여 있네요. 이분들은 곧 돌아오는 거겠죠?
This one says, I miss you. The owners are coming back soon for them, right?
그럴 리가.
Not a chance.
설사 카지노에서 돌아왔다 하더라도 가족의 품으로 멀쩡히 돌아갈 수 있는 상태는 아닐 텐데.
Even if they did return for the casino, they wouldn't be in the right state to happily reunite with their loving families.
뭐 가이드 역할까지 보너스로 해드리자면 이 골목에 숨겨진 랜드마크랍니다.
Well, to play the auxiliary role of your tour guide, this here is the hidden landmark of the street.
도박꾼들의 말로지.
The bitter end of gamblers.
이곳은 콩콩이파 세력이 중고차 사업으로 세력을 불리는 발돋움판이 된 곳이고요.
And this served as a stepping stone for the Ting Tang gang to amass wealth and power by dealing used cars.
로자, 당신은 이런 데 자주 와봤다면서 뭔가 부연 설명해 줄 건 없어?
So, Roya, you've been
풍요한 이야기가 나올 것 같은데.
to places like this often, right? Got anything to add? Bet you could tell us some pretty interesting trivia.
아, 몰라. 기억 안 나. 난 과거는 다 잊고 앞만 보며 살아가기로 결심했어.
God, don't know. Don't remember a thing. I decided to forget all about the past and focus on what's in front.
저런 방해꾼들만 없으면 결심대로 살아갈 수 있을 것 같은데 말이야.
And I would like to be able to keep that self-promise if not for irritates like them.
나가들아! 이 근방이 우리 구역인 건 알고 걸음을 돌리는 거냐?
Oi, Bronnan. Bronnan? Who do you think you are to goof around on our turf?
아니면 너네 차 팔러 온 거냐?
Or what? You here to sell your car?
아니요. 우리는 버스 타고 다녀.
Nay, we mount an omnibus.
당신은 우리 파 담당이 아닌데. 네 눈동자 정도로 희귀한 색이면 꽤 돈을 쳐주겠다만.
We don't deal in organs, though. I guess a pair of eyes with pupils especially colored as yours might sell.
역시 제대로 찾아왔나 보군. 자네의 대장을 찾으러 왔어.
So, we've come to the right place. We're here for your leader.
대체 어디서 온 건데 그렇게 당당하냐?
You're pretty bold in facing a gang. Who do you work for?
우린 림버.
Don Quixote, shut up! Shut up! An awkward silence passed.
어디서 온 거냐니까? 왜 말을 하다 말아?
I asked you a question. Don't stop midway. She's too innocent. 2 to 12 unlock, experience excavation, 219 for thread. Okay. So maybe I might be able to pull off a mirror dungeon before I gotta call it. We'll see. We're still pretty early on in chapter 2. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Neither of those are really great.
그래, 데려가자.
혈이 남자.
머리통을 박살내주마.
끝이.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
이 안에 담아주지.
자.
Try to get used to mechanics. It's only gonna get harder from here on. I'll try. It takes me a little while to learn stuff, I'm not gonna lie.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
소란이 줄었네요. 소란이 줄었네요.
I mean, you've seen my Library of Runia gameplay. Like, there's stuff I'm learning now I should have probably learned a long time ago.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
Nothing really here.
그래, 들어가자.
Okay, we got one staggered at the moment.
그래, 들어가자.
흉터의 결과야.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
저거.
검을 덜 갈았었나? 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
Better than never. True. Though really, Library Rooney is not a hard game. It's really not.
버렸어. 이보다 정신이 맑을 때가
Make Palin capacity level up. Nice. Like, really, it is just grind until you get the better cards. Build a not terrible deck. Okay, it's 2-7. Like, to be fair, I got to the pale tier, or what was it, the purple tier, and she kicked my ass, and it's a wall. But that's mostly because there's a lot of cards I didn't have going into that fight that I should have had, because I wasn't paying attention. But now I'm doing some of the fights to getting some of the better cards that give me speed 3. That should have an easier time. The team searches around the card pagoda looking for the Ting Tang Gang's boss. We beat that in 10 turns, right? Yeah, we're still doing fine. All right.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
야, 무슨 일이냐?
What's up?
형님, 소속도 안 밝힌 놈들이 난데없이 들이닥치지 뭡니까?
Some Fasoli who couldn't even told where they rolled in from the town all of a sudden. Where they're from rolling town all of a
누가
sudden.
보낸 거냐? 차림을 보니까
This is their
청와대
boss?
청육전파 녀석들은 아니고.
It's like a chump. Who sent you? The way you're dressed tells me it ain't Los Habaneros or the Butchers.
지금이라도 싹싹 빌고 물러가면 사진 멀쩡하게는 보내주마.
I'll give you a chance to grow up for forgiveness. Do that and I'll let you leave with your limbs in tow.
그대가 입고 있는 옷을 순순하게 벗어주면 물러가겠소만.
We'll gladly part if you were to take your clothes off for us.
아이, 그렇게 말하니까 좀 이상해지는데.
That makes it sound kind of weird.
형님, 그 소문으로 떠돌던 사람 죄치로 이상한 걸 한다는 그런 집단인 것 같습니다.
Boss, I think they might be the Odd Pods people that have been talking about, you know, rumored to fandangle with people's odors.
역겨운 새끼들. 인생 그렇게 살지 말아라.
Yeah, disgusting bunch. Let me tell you, that's no way to live. Now our soon big boss of the gang is looking at us with genuine disgust. I have not wanted to win a fight as desperately as I do now. Yeah, again, some of these are like 30 seconds long. They could have easily spaced out some of the story. So I just kind of hope that going forward, they kind of take that into account. Okay, so I'm looking at 10 to 8, 10-10, so we're about even here.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Ah, we're already staggered. Fuck. Okay. We're dominating that one. I might want to defend here.
그래, 들어가자.
거치적거리지만 마.
혈이 낭자오.
검을 덜 갈았었나?
Okay, so this is going to be a good run for us. Because, yep, that's fine.
거치적거리지만 마.
저거.
소란이 줄었네요.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
흉터의 결과요.
I don't have any greens. Nah. Eh, you know what? Why not?
전투에 임하겠습니다.
Oh my goodness, he's almost dead.
그 자식은 아직 살아있을 거야.
혈이 낭자오.
자.
Yeah, he took a lot of damage there. Fuck. That's not good.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
너무 쉽잖아. 흉터의 결과요.
물러 터졌군요.
So they're staggered now. Great. Doesn't even matter. There you go. Fuck off.
전투에 임하겠습니다. 소란이 줄었네요.
Oh, we have another wave. That's fun. Okay, so I might just do this just to kind of keep him alive.
거치적거리지만 마.
이 안에 담아주지.
Ooh, he's got a bit of health.
끝이. 끝이.
머리통을 박살내주마.
정신이 물러 터졌군요.
이 안에 담아주지.
혈이 난 흉터의 결과요. 자.
Okay, there's a stagger on the boss. Oh, who staggered here? Okay, you got staggered. Okay, that's fine.
머리통을 박살내주마. 흉터의 결과요.
저거
Nice. Not the cleanest win, but I'll take it. Nobody died.
이 바퀴벌레 같은 새끼들.
You tarn little roaches.
대체 어디에서 온 거야? 이쯤 되면 알려줄 때도 됐잖아.
Who the hell do you work for? It's about time you told us.
우리는
We
림버스 컴퍼니에서 왔다.
are from Limbus Company.
이제 좀 속 시원하군.
Finally, one less millstone around the neck.
그러니까 거기가 대체 어딘데?
That doesn't help at all.
참고로 저와 에피는 이들과는 다른 부서랍니다. 같은 취급은 곤란해요.
Oh, and for reference, Effie and I work in different department. Please don't associate us with them. The sheer frustration over our aversion for conversing sensibly must have played a considerable role in causing the boss to pass out. My condolences to the poor fellow's patience.
그런데 진짜 이 옷을 입어야 돼? 땀 냄새, 피 냄새, 그리고 기분 나쁘게 쿰쿰한 냄새도 난단 말이야.
Do we seriously have to wear these though? Stuff reeks of sweat and blood and smells grody too. Okay, give me 1 second. Would actually help if I turn my mic back on. Rodney complained like lifting a shirt she took from the Tin Tin game member with 2 fingers like she's handling trash.
털도 있어. 단테가 눈이 없는 게 부러운 적은 처음이야.
Yuck, some hair too. This is the first time I'm jealous of Dante's missing eyes. I can't see, by the way.
생각보다 질은 좋아 보이는데. 얘네 생각보다 돈 잘 버나 봐.
This looks pretty dandy, actually. I guess their business was more successful than I thought.
나랑 바꿔. 내놔.
I want that, Bagsy.
아니, 맞춤형으로 제작된 옷이라 안 돼.
I can't. It's been tailor-made. The label here says it's good for all girths. Noticing that my gaze was fixed on the label of his clothing, Effie barked.
애초에 너희가 전당포에서 그런 난리법석만 안 떨었어도 이 고생 안 했어.
You wouldn't be doing any of this if you hadn't caused that ruckus in the pawn shop.
괜찮아요. 전 한 번쯤 이런 옷 입어보고 싶었어요.
I don't mind.
영화라도 찍는 것 같잖아요.
I've always wanted to try clothes like these. It's like we're filming a movie.
조금 떨리네요. 위장 잠입은 오랜만이라.
He is way too carefree. To be honest, I'm a little nervous. It's been a while since I've worked in disguise.
난 내키지 않는다. 이런 건 겁쟁이들이나 하는 짓이야.
I don't feel like it. This is the coward's way.
저기 누가 이 사람 입 좀 막아주면 안 되나요?
Sorry, but can someone please keep your mouth shut?
갈비뼈까지 베일 각오가 돼 있으면 해보든가.
You're free to try as long as you're good with your ribs being cut apart. Regular softly spoken, riposte got the sinners to crack up. For a moment, Effie and Suede seemed to wonder how they should take it. Or deciding that it's not worth mulling over and moving on. Effie then lifted a small container that appeared to be inlaid with narke? Nake?
콩콩이파 보스에게서 얻은 소망통이다.
This is a wish canister we seized from the Tintang gang's boss.
관리자, 당신에게 간단한
Manager, here's a simple role you can play. What are you?
무슨 말인지 모르겠다는 몸짓이니 설명을 드려야겠네요.
Uh-oh. Oops, something went wrong. Trailer loading the page. Okay, 1 second. No, internet's crashing. Fuck. 1 second. I might have to end the stream real quick and then try to come back. If it doesn't stabilize. Okay, no, we look fine. That was scary. I guess we owe an explanation judging from your clueless motions.
제2사의 특이점이 이 통 안에 담겨 있다고 하면 되려나? 이건 사람들의 소망을 잡아먹고 에너지로 저장하는 도구다.
The long and short of it is that this thing contains J-Corp's other singularity. It's a tool that sucks up wishes from people and stores them in some sort of energy.
적당한 시점에 소망을 종이의 형태로 짜내면 짜잔! 붙이기만 하면 운이 쭉쭉 오르는 일회용 타투 스티커가 나타나죠.
When the time is right, squeeze the wish powder onto a sheet of paper and voila, you get a one-use stick-on tattoo that boosts your luck to high heavens. That probably explains why they all were rocking tattoos, huh?
남의 운을 끌어모아서 꼭대기층의 도박에 이기려고 했나 보군. 일개 건달 보스가 이런 걸 들고 있다니.
Seems like the plan was to try to win the game on the top floors by scraping up others' luck. Imagine the boss of some lowly gang was carrying one of these.
관리자, 단테랬나? 카지노에 들어가기 전에 당신이 이걸 보관하고 있어.
Manager, Dante, right? I want you to hold on to this when we enter the casino. Am I really allowed to carry such a big responsibility?
영 자신 없어 보인다는 몸짓이지만 당신을 지목한 이유는 있어.
You don't look like you're oozing confidence. We do have reasons for assigning you this
첫
task.
번째, 도박판에 제일 중요한 건 포커 페이스야.
First off, a poker face is going to be vital when you're gambling.
아무리 표정 읽기에 능수능란한 그들이라도 시계의 표정까지 가늠할 수는 없어.
No matter how good they are reading expressions, they won't be able to tell which emotions to read from a clock.
두 번째, 당신이 관리자가 된 것엔 나름 이유가 있을 거라고 생각해.
Second, I trust that you have appointed you as manager for a reason.
그나마 저 수감자들보다는 쓸만할 거라는 내 막연한 믿음이야.
Call it a hunch, but something tells me you're more useful than those sinners you're leading. Come to think of it, he had a point. I was given the title of manager, but never had a chance to be the charismatic leader I envisioned. Instead of showing respect, my sinners would constantly berate and threaten me. The only real role I could afford to play was bringing them back to life. While the sinners were engaged in fierce battle, all I would do is cower behind them, anxiously praying that their heads and hearts were unscathed. With a heavy heart, I nodded to let him know I was ready.
좋아, 이걸 당신의 팔에 붙여. 당신은 이제 잠깐 동안 세상에서 가장 운 좋은 자가 될 수 있어.
Alright, put this on your arm. You'll become the luckiest person in the city for a short
그럼
while.
여러분은 콩콩이파, 저희는 딜러. 서로 역할에 최선을 다해보죠.
Now then, you'll act as ting-tangers, and we'll be cropiers? Break a leg, everyone. Don that will see this operation a success, no matter what. We opened the door to the casino. Kinda convenient that the boss we had to kill for all their clothes are right there. Right in front of the casino. Surely nobody was watching us slaughter them all.
갈갈이 베어버렸어. 키보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Okay, so there's 130. We're making some progress. 2-8. After a series of scuffles, we were relieved that the team can gain their outfits and made their way into the casino. This time we'll succeed for sure.
눈에 보이는 거 다 박살내면 되는 거지.
Excuse me. The casino could be described as busy. Excessively cheering sounds blared from slot machines. The lights were so bright that some of the sinners had to cover their eyes. And the security guards took note of our garish outfits to give us a customary nod. Swade and Effie, dressed as couriers, discreetly nodded as they accompanied Roida to the casino's cage. I was amazed by their ability to feign expertise from the way they carried themselves to the facial expressions they made. Few would doubt they're long-time employees.
이 번쩍번쩍거리는 기계는 대체 무엇이오?
What manner of sorcery are these dazzling contraptions?
이렇게 넌 휘둥그레져서 돌아다니지 마, 넌 곁에. 수상해 보이지 않냐?
Try not to go saucer-eyed at everything like a fascinated kid, Don Quixote. You'll seem fishy.
손님들 눈빛이 다들 죽어있네요. 그리고 콩콩이파 놈들보다 역겨운 냄새도 나는 것 같아요.
The guests here look dead inside with their dim eyes, and they smell worse than a Tintang smokes we faced. Do they even wash? Welcome to going to a convention.
뭘 저렇고 틀어박지도 마, 이스마엘.
I don't think they'd be too happy about holding your nose right before their faces, Ishmael.
하지만 가판원들한테서나 맡던 흉악한 냄새인걸요.
This is the kind of bilgy stench I could only have caught from deckhands. Fortunately, most of them were too focused on the machines to care about what we were doing.
관리자나리, 이런 거 본 적 있어?
Manager Esquire, have you seen such a thing?
나도 저들처럼 신나는 소리를 듣고 싶은데 어떻게 하는 것이오?
What must I do to hear the jolly bells as the other patrons are? I don't think I've been to one of these places before, so I wouldn't know. Looking at the flashy symbols and numbers spinning had slowly eroded my resolve to act the part of stern manager. I guess a little peek is fine.
여기 버튼을 누르라고 써 있어. 버튼을 누르면 되는 것이오?
It says here to press the button. Is pressing it what one ought to do? I swear upon my minute and hour hands that I had no intention to press that button. Absolutely none. The hand I had swiftly outstretched to stomp Don Quixote was touching the machine, unexpectedly fumbled and then smacked on the button. Yikes. And an unprecedented series of coincidences. Someone had left a token in it, enough for one game. Oh, come on! What is going on with my internet? 1 second. Hold up. Okay, this might actually have to be the end of the stream if it doesn't stabilize here in a minute, because I'm fading from green to red on my end, and I can't even see chat at the moment. Okay, we'll give it a little. It seems to be good now. Okay, yeah, we should be solid. We can only watch as a chain of events unfolded.
단테 씨는 콩콩이파한테서 회수했던 소망 티켓은 잘 부착하고 있겠죠?
By the way, I hope that Dante handles the wish stickers we took from the Tintang game with care.
관리자라는 자. 우리가 유일하게 말한 부탁인데 그 정도는 해내야지.
That manager was only the favor we asked of them. They better be doing a good job.
한테는 믿어도 돼. 나랑 말이 통하는 몇 안 되는 상식인 중 하나라고.
You can count on Dante, dear duo. They're one of the few sensible pals who gets what's up.
다행이네요. 그렇게 많은 양의 소망을 한 번에 부착하게 된다면 어떤 판이든 무리 없이 이길 수 있을 거랍니다.
That's good to hear. With so many sheets attached, they should be able to win any game with
가장
ease.
중요한 건 이곳에서 시선만 끌지 않으면 된다는 거예요.
We just need to be careful not to draw attention here. The players next to us stared with jaws dropped so far their chins could touch the floor. Waves of casino chips plunged from the machine, so many that I wouldn't dare to try to gather them up. So sorry, Appy swayed. He was determined to do something right, and it fell apart all so soon.
잭팟이 떴다고? 몇 번 모신?
A jackpot. What machine is it?
갑자기 터졌어? 지금?
Just like that? No warning? Right now?
잠깐. 거기
A moment, please.
신원 확인 좀 하겠습니다.
Just let me check your ID.
분위기가 왜 이렇게 험악해? 카지노에서 대박 터뜨린 게 죄냐?
What's with the aggro? Is it a crime to win big at a casino?
이곳에서 운이라는 건 보통 우리가 알고 있는 개념의 운처럼 돌아가지 않아요. 운을 모아서 터뜨리거나 운을 찔끔찔끔 넣어서 본전이나 노릴 정도면 몰라도
Chance in this plane doesn't work the way we think it usually does. You can accumulate your luck. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Faust. I can never know when you're done talking. Chance in this place doesn't work the way we usually think it does. We can accumulate your luck for a big payout or trickle in small amounts to break even. But winning the jackpot on your first try should be a literal impossibility here.
칩들이 별처럼 쏟아져 내려오고 있어.
Chips are raining down like shooting stars.
적어도 관리자님만큼은 책임감이 있을 줄 알았는데 겨우 돈키호테 꼬임에 넘어간 건가요?
Hope all you of all people would have had a sense of responsibility. Yet all it took was Don Quixote's siren plea for you to give in.
실망이에요. 아무리 그래도 다른 누구도 아닌 관리자님인데 이번에야말로 전에 겪은 실패라는 치욕을 닦아내려 주실 수 있을 줄만 알았는데.
I'm disappointed. You're none other than our manager, and I expect you to show your capability and clear the disgrace of failure from us. Ishmael's barrage of scathing whispers are something to marvel at, as Gregor muttered in awe. On top of that, her piercing gaze I never felt before. Maybe want to weasel away under a rock, if there were one. For once, I thank my clock for locking eyes to meet her gaze.
잠깐. 그거 하나만 문제는 아닌 것 같은데?
Now hold on, this might not be our only problem. Gregor was fretfully looking in every direction, until he stopped at a point at the shocking discovery he just made. And where he pointed.
언제부터 네 옷을 그대로 걸치고 있었어, 료슈?
How long have you been off your disguise, Roshu? Was a soul in Roshu wearing the same clothes she'd always worn?
난 남이 버린 옷 따윈 걸치지 않는다.
I don't put on others' discarded clothing.
관리자 양반.
This went to shit real fast. Limbus Company, don't have a plan, because it just won't ever work. Manager, but today isn't our day, huh? Yep, looks like we're screwed. Royally.
말도 안 돼. 이 계획을 위해 우리가 얼마나...
This can't be. All the work we did put this plan in motion.
호스트, 이런 작자들을 데리고 어떻게 임무를 수행하겠다고 자처한 거야? 도시 제해가는 전제 중에 하나라며 어떻게든 해봐.
Faust, what were you thinking volunteering to bring these fools along for your missions? You're supposed to have near unparalleled brilliance, right? Then use it.
비록 제가 이분들과 함께한 시간이 길진 않지만 깨달은 게 하나 있었죠.
Even though I haven't worked for them long, I was able to realize something.
불확실성을 믿는 파우스트가 되는 겁니다.
I ought to become a Faust that believes in uncertainty.
계획이 없는 것이 계획이 되는 순간 어떤 변수조차도 더 이상 변수가 아니게 되어버리니까.
When the lack of a plan becomes the plan, all variables become constants.
이것이 저의 계획입니다.
That is what my plan entails. Faust turned to me with a tranquil face. All right now become clear. Alright, it's time for our usual gig. Let's kill and be killed. Okay, so it's just 3 guys. That's not a big deal. Let's see. Oh, but they hit hard.
전투에 임하겠습니다. 전투에 임하겠습니다.
혈이 난자오.
끝이 꽤 잘 갈렸고. 거치적거리지만 마.
Ah, come on.
혈이 난자오.
검을 덜 갈았었나? 끝이
이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
Okay, so they're all staggered. We don't need to care.
그래, 들어가자.
그 자식은 아직 살아있을 거야.
흉터의 결과요. 흉터의 결과요. 갈갈이 베어버렸어. 이보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Okay, 2-9. How much time do I got? I got a little bit more.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
Yeah, I had a little bit of problems earlier. Internet's not always the greatest.
답답해서 못 봐주겠군.
It's been a gray screen a few times? Really? Oh, I'm sorry. It seems to have stabilized now. Yeah, I apologize for that. It just... I don't know. Sometimes it just goes out. Plus, we're having bad weather. We've had bad weather for the last few days, so... not fun streaming in this area. Can't stand watching this charade.
저런 어중이 떠중이 새끼들을 언제까지 상대하고 있을 거야?
How much time am I gonna waste fighting these small fries?
보통 그렇게 말하는 사람치고 명쾌한 해답을 제시하는 사람은 없죠.
It's often the case that grumbling people don't have a clear solution to contribute. Listen to Ishmael's disapproval. Roshu shook her head and assumed a confident look.
이런 게 예술이다.
This is art.
니놈, 그 칼 줘봐.
Potaster, give me the knife.
영영 아사가도 괜찮소.
You may forever take it from my hands.
날부치가 나를 떠나 내내 허공을 떠도는 것이 차라리 좋을 것이오.
The blade will be better off parting ways to wander about the air for however long.
감사.
Roshu held his dagger and threw it straight into the air. It struck an anchorage on the ceiling that kept the chandelier still, causing it to sway precariously. Indeed, Roshu may be weakened from what she was because she became a sinner, but nevertheless, she was still the best swordswoman we had, able to cut through steel like a proverbial hot knife. Sure, she treats my words with less respect than she would a wad of gum, but that wasn't a problem. Everyone's eyes turned to the swaying chandelier. Again, we should be keeping a low profile. This is not helping in any way, shape, or form. Eventually, flustered by all gaze is falling upon it. Thus, in a haze, it comes. Huh?
피해!
Watch out. The chandelier crashes to the floor in full force, making a tremendous noise. And that's just about all it did. Look at the fallen light fixture in the middle of the floor. So, what was that for, Roshu?
퍼포먼스다.
A performance.
방금 그렇게 정한 거지?
You just made that up, didn't you?
그래도 다들 무사해서 다행이네요.
Still, I'm glad none of us were hurt.
앞으로 무사하게 될지는 모를 것 같지만 말이에요.
We'll have to see about that. Ah, god damn it. Alright. Looks like the internet's still being a butt, so this might be the last battle I get to do today. So I'm probably going to call it after this. I'm not going to be able to do much if I keep redlining on OBS. Stealth is a myth. And most of the games I play, that's true.
머리통을 박살내주마.
I will stealth for about 5 minutes, realize I suck at it, and move on to just blowing everyone up.
그래, 들어가자. 자.
전투에 임하겠습니다.
거치적거리지만 마.
소란이 줄었네요. 당신의 눈 터졌군요.
흉터의 결과.
I don't know, my internet's fucking just terrible. What can you do?
머리통을 박살내주마.
It's not like I can stream for much longer anyway. I do gotta start getting ready for work.
혈이 남자오. 자.
Ooh. Ow. About around 5-second delay.
전투에 임하겠습니다. 소란이 줄었네요.
어때? 죽을 것 같지?
무불아위.
죄를 새겨주겠어. 혈이 남자오.
소란이 줄었네요.
꽤 잘 갈렸군.
혹시나 해서 말하는 건데
Just to make sure.
우리 목적이 카지노 1층을 박살내기가 아니라 꼭대기층에서 벌어지는 갬블에서 이겨야 한다는 건 알고 있죠?
You all know our goal is to win the gamble being held on the top floor, not reduce the ground floor to the casino to rubble, right? I was certain that some definitely didn't know or care, but I figured I'd rather not remind her.
꼭대기층에 도달하는 것도 중요하지만 게임에 이겨야 하는 것이 최종 목표니까
Not only must we reach the top, we must also win the game as our objective states.
우린 그럴 만한 양의 소망력이 있어야 해요.
Thus, we need the wish power to make it happen.
우리가 힘겹게 쟁취한 소망력이 어처구니 없는 이유로 한꺼번에 물거품이 되어버렸다는 이야기는 굳이 언급하지 않겠습니다.
I won't bother reviewing in detail how the wish power we managed to collect went down the drain for preposterous reasons. It only hurt our morale. I had to keep my head down, feeling the pricks of conscience poking at my heart.
이곳에서 최대한 많은 양의 소망력을 구할 수 있는 곳은 어디지?
Where can we secure the most wish power in this place?
입구에 저 룰렛입니다. 카지노에 온 손님들은 저 룰렛을 통해 오늘의 운을 시험하고 소망력을 뺏기거나 혹은 부여받죠.
The roulette next to the entrance. People who visit the casino try their daily luck using that roulette and take or yield wish power depending on the outcome.
그런가? 그럼 내가 기회를 봐서 저 룰렛에 달려있는 소망통을 가져오겠다.
Is that so? Then I'll seek an opportunity to snatch the container attached to it. Think you can pull that off?
전 이것보다 더 규모가 큰 작전을 수도 없이 해왔습니다.
I've carried out countless operations much greater in scale.
관리자님의 어처구니 없는 실수 따윈 아무것도 아닙니다.
Your preposterous blunder amounts to nothing in the grander scheme of things, manager.
분명 현명한 판단을 흐리게 만든 폐기물들 때문일 테니까요. 저들의 말에 마음 쓰지 마십시오.
It has to have been the fault of the drudging dredge who obfuscated your ability to make sensible decisions. Do not let their words deter you. Preposterous, I see. Wait. While we were busy discussing backup plans, Heathcliff was already making a mad dash for the entrance. Oh, god damn it. Are we too focused on the conversation, or did we collectively lose our minds? In either case, none of us had a clue what he was up to. Heathcliff?
언제까지 입만 놀리면서 1층에 박혀 있을 건데?
I mean, isn't it time we stopped chatting and moved up already? Then he shouted at security from the top of his lungs.
너네 스스로 한심하지도 않냐?
Aren't you ashamed of yourselves?
저기 있는 금발 녀석은 피도 한 마리 햇병아리고
That blondie over there is a rookie who's just as unfledged as he gets.
그리고 저 관리자라는 놈은 기억이 헷가닥해서 제대로 무기도 잡을 줄도 모른다고.
And that mate there, we call our manager, is a bad case of lost memories. He can't yield a weapon to save themselves.
그런 우리를 상대로 헐떡이기나 하는 꼴이라니.
This is what you're struggling against? What a joke.
저 자식이
Damn you.
히스클리프 씨.
Heathcliff? That was too harsh. Here, here. Much too mean, Heathcliff.
이놈 들고 있는 그 철퇴가 아깝다.
And last thing, that club you're holding deserves a better owner.
건방진 놈이.
You cocky little... The infuriated security guard swung the club with the furious wish, exploding towards Heathcliff. And as Heathcliff swerved out of its way, the roulette behind him bore the force, smashing it to pieces. The wish container. Sprouts of what I assume was once wish power until moments ago poured through the poor remains of the roulette. And in death throes, Sway let out an agonized scream before clapping her hands over her mouth. I couldn't help but turn away from this tragic sight. When I grow up, I want to be a wish sticker giving hope to everybody. I could almost hear the unfulfilled dreams of those lost wishes in my imagination.
야, 잘 들어 너네.
Oi, listen up, you thickos.
이랑 쌈박질하다가 이거 부숴먹었다 실토하고 다 같이 묵사발이 될래?
Do you want to admit to your boss about breaking the thing while fighting us and get lambasted for it?
아니면 그냥 우리 탓으로 편하게 돌리고 2층으로 보내줄래?
Or do you want to make it our fault and let us through?
이거 자그마치 한 달치 모인 운인데.
That was a month's worth of luck.
2층으로 간다고 해도 너희는 무사하지 못할 거다.
It won't be any safer for you upstairs.
이미 무사하지 못했던 기억이 더 많아서 충고는 고맙다.
Never been too close to safety anyway. Appreciate the advice. Heathcliff claimed to me with one of his shoulder dislocated, like you when he was grazed by the club.
뭘 봐? 고쳐주기나 해.
What's the look? Do you think it fixed me up?
결심했답니다. 오늘부터 이자들 앞에선 계획의 기억자도 안 꺼내겠습니다.
I've made up my mind. Starting now, I won't ever try to discuss plans or anything similar with these people.
깨달음이 늦었군요.
Took you long enough to realize.
호스트. 이럴 때는 그냥 가만히 있어줬으면 좋겠어.
Faust, this is one of those times when it's better to keep your mouth shut. With that, we dragged ourselves up to the next floor. God damn. This is really just like You know, the whole ragtag group of adventurers coming together, and usually they come together and do things correctly. No, it's just like, fuck it. We're just gonna do our own thing and hope it all works out at the end. We're getting a fair bit of lunacy from doing all this.
빨리 시작하시죠. 분위기가 달라졌군요. 2층은 다른 조직이 접수하고 있는 구역인 듯해요.
The atmosphere here seems rather different. It appears another syndicate has taken hold of this floor.
야, 너네 왜 쌍판떼기가 그 모양이야?
Oi, Eugen, what's with all the doom and gloom you're wearing on that face of yours?
를 몰라? 울적한 쌍판으로 돌아다닐 바엔 모자를 써서 가리던가 해라.
Don't you know the rules here? Sour looks are a no-no, so put on a hat over your long
왜
face.
내 쪽을 쳐다보면서 얘기하는 거지? 모분 해버린다.
Why you say that while looking at me? I will sink on you.
모분이 뭔데?
What's that mean?
모가지를 분질러 버린다는 뜻이다.
Snap your neck completely, that's what. Easy, Roshu. You shouldn't be so prone to starting fights.
야, 아니다. 얘 얼굴이 더 문제인데 눈 역할을 하는 건 이 시침이냐, 이 본침이냐?
Never mind that. That one over there has a more problematic face, no? Which hand is that supposed to, which hand is supposed to be your eyes? Roshu, are you ready?
물론이지, 단테.
You bet, Dante. We're going right into a fight. Okay. We said it was 211, that's the experienced one, right? Let's see if we can get that at least unlocked before I call it a day.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
그래, 데려가자.
Oh, it comes after the update? I thought it was already a thing.
머리다.
그래, 데려가자.
다음에는 머리. 자, 너무 쉽잖아. 머리통을 박살내주마.
소란이 줄었네요.
The only thing that's a thing right now is mirror dungeons unlock at the end of chapter 2. Okay, so we're obviously not going to get that right now.
머리통을 박살내주마. 혈이 낭자오. 나의 손으로 잘라낼 수 있다면 머리다.
거치적거리지만 마.
흉터의 결과야.
끝이.
당신은 터졌군요.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
Okay, we'll go for about another 15 minutes, and then I gotta
오늘
probably call it.
연주는 만족스러웠어요. 한없이 유쾌했죠.
Okay, level 7 now. Great. We encountered another syndicate that has a stake in this casino.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
As long as my internet holds up, that should be another about 2-hour stream, which I think is long enough. Oh, we don't even have any store for this one. Okay, we're going right into it.
거치적거리지만 마.
혈이 난자오. 다음은 머리다.
전투에
흉터의
임하겠습니다.
결과. 다음에는 머리다. 죄를 새겨주겠소.
Oh my goodness, come on.
저거
자. 다음은 머리다. 머리통을 박살내주마.
꽤 잘 갈렸고. 꽤 잘 갈렸고.
그래, 배로 가자.
검을 덜 갈았었나?
혈이 난자오. 다음은 머리다.
Damn, okay, well, we don't even have to try anymore. Because we can just stagger all these guys.
머리통을 박살내주마.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
부럽네요.
꽤 잘 갈렸고.
Yeah. Well, I gotta get ready. Like, I work at like 3 o'clock anyway, so I've got to wrap up soon.
피는 만족할 만큼 본 것 같고.
Let's see. The enthusiasm is in stark contrast to the atmosphere just the floor below. One can find a series of unknown musical instruments on every table. What are they for?
이게 옳은 선택일까?
Corroded sinners will lash out. Okay. Not again.
오늘 또 이랬어 젠장. 이게 몇 번째야?
I lost again. Damn, when will this end?
잠깐 타임. 우리 손님 관리 좀 해야겠다.
Oh, espera. Time out. Our dear customer needs a little care.
손님, 규칙을 까먹으신 건 아니겠죠?
Dear customer, I hope you haven't forgotten our rule, have you?
하지만 전 재산이었는데.
But that was all the money I had.
자꾸 분위기를 흐리시면 손님으로 파냐타 파티를 할 수도 있어요.
If you keep dampening the mood of the table, we might throw a panada party out at you.
파냐타 파티가 뭐야?
What's a panada party? I don't think I want to know. Pressured by gentle intimidation, the weeping guests stood up from their seat. And then, being handed a pair of maracas from the staff, they started dancing, sobbing all the way.
이건 또 뭐야?
What's this now?
우리 파가 접수하고 있는 층엔 반드시 지켜야 할 규칙이 있어요.
There's a rule every visitor to this floor must follow. Una tradición mariachi, if you will.
도박이란 오로지 즐거움을 위한 행위. 그러므로 슬픔도 아픔도 모두 춤으로 승화시켜야만 해요.
Gambling is entertainment, an activity done purely for fun. Thus, all the sadness and pain brought to you must be supplemented into dance.
춤이라면 내가 한 수 가르쳐 줄 수 있다네.
Allow this night to demonstrate what dancing is about. Alas, they were harsher judges than they seemed.
이제는 안 되겠어.
This one won't do.
몸짓에 진심이 담겨 있지 않군.
Her movement is insincere.
그게 무슨 소리인가?
What on earth do you mean?
춤은 마음을 비추는 창고.
Dance is a window to the heart.
마음이 맑고 투명하지 못한다면 춤만큼 의미 없어지는 것도 없지.
Without a clear and pure heart, it loses all meaning.
그대들 다소 무례하군.
I find thy assessment rather disgracious.
점점 돌이킬 수 없어지는군. 뭐해, 소드?
This is getting further out of hand. What are you doing, Suede?
심할서를 미리 쓰고 있었답니다.
Oh, I was writing our letter of apology in advance.
What's going on in that game?
Madness. Absolute madness. Just insanity. That's what's going on. It went from depression to, like, insanity.
You're writing our apology letter in advance, you know.
죄를 새겨주겠어. 자.
끝이. 거치적거리지만 마.
It's Project Moon. It's either happy or depresso, espresso, no in between. I'm starting to notice. I'm liking it though.
전투에 임하겠습니다. 정신이 물러 터졌군요.
자. 흉상의 결 너무 쉽잖아.
그래, 들어가자.
소란이 줄었네요.
저거.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Oh, absolutely. They wouldn't pull that move. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? That clash went on for a while. We might need to get her out of here because she's not doing a lot of damage to these guys.
거치적거리지만 마.
혈이 난다오.
Next update will increase clash damage boost by the way, 1% to 3% per clash. That's a fair bit.
너무 쉽잖아.
전투에 임하겠습니다. 그 자식은 아직 살아있을 거야.
꽤 잘 갈렸군. 꽤 잘 갈렸군.
저도 말하면서 어처구니가 없지만 우리가 2층을 신속하게 벗어나기 위해서는
As absurd as it sounds, if we want to leave this floor early,
우리의 마음을 움직일 수 있을 강렬한 춤사위가 필요한가 봐요.
we're gonna need to touch their hearts with a powerful dance. As you all know, my memories are hazy, so dance, is it? Can't say I'm all too familiar. Amnesia came in handy as an excuse to opt out of things at times like this. Of course, I haven't actually forgotten what dance is, but there's no need to become too honest about it, is there? Say, Hung Lu, have you taken dance lessons or anything?
경검을 배웠는데 교사는 적은 편이었어요. 3명뿐이었죠. 준비물이 필요한데 가면이랑
I've learned a little Bien Lien, though I've only taken only had 3 instructors teaching me. To perform it, I'll need a few masks, fans, makeup, and we are gonna find them here. Next.
무도회에서 재수 없이 점잔 떠는 놈들 발음 많이 밟아봤지.
I did step on a few feet of snobbish aristocrats at balls.
마음이 무섭다고 그리요.
My inner voice expressed its fear.
뭘 쳐다봐요? 저는 반평생을 배에서 지냈단 말이에요.
Me? I spent half of my life on a ship. Dance is where ceases a relentless obstruction of my words. Or Don Quixote.
오랜만에 칼춤을 추는 것도 나쁘진 않지. 모조리 터뜨려주겠어.
A sword dance for the first time in a while doesn't sound bad. I'll kill it on the floor.
평생 박자라고는 아침 점호 체조 때 말고는 맞춰본 적 없지만 관리자님이 원하신다면 지금부터라도.
Though the only beats I have danced throughout my life are morning exercise programs during roll call. If the manager so demands, I'll immediately see to it that...
단테, 내가 다른 건 다 자신 있는데 춤은 영 낯간지러워서.
Well, Dante, I'm good at most things, but my dancing is kind of embarrassing.
팔이 과하게 흥분해서 관객들 머리통을 향해 돌진할 수 있다는 것 빼고 문제 없어.
I don't mind, except for my arm might rage out of control from the stimulation and charge for the audience's heads. He just doesn't even say anything.
즐기는 편이 아니지만 작전을 위해서라면 기꺼이 해보일 수는 있어요.
Faust doesn't necessarily enjoy dancing for leisure, but I will gladly perform a routine if it's for the mission's sake.
저들이 원하는 건 완벽함이 아니에요. 오히려 불안정하고 다듬지 않은 원석 같은.
However, it's not technical perfection they want. They're looking for something unstable and unpolished, rather.
싱클레어,
Oh no. What?
어렸을 때 춤 좀 씹어본 적 있지?
You busted a move or two as a kid, didn't you?
씹어요? 학교 교양 시간에 마라카스 기초를 배운 적이 있긴 한데.
So ever wonder why the mariachi ID for St. Clair exists? Oh no. Bust, I suppose I took basic maracas course at schools as a liberal arts class? He came from a rich family too. How'd you figure that out, Roja?
걸음걸이나 말투만 봐도 다 척하면 척이지.
I can tell from the way he walks and talks.
반대로 못 배워먹은 놈들은 알잖아.
On the other hand, uncultured ones. It shows, you know. Brody quietly giggled while looking up at Heathcliff, then snuck up behind Sinclair to wrap her arms around his shoulders.
자, 우리 싱클레어. 지금부터 정말 중요한 임무가 있어.
Okay now, my little Sinclair. I have a little very important task for you.
로저 씨, 어디로 끌고 가시는 거?
Hey, Roger, where are you? Moments later, Sinclair solemnly walked onto the stage. Sinclair, you can do this.
맞아요. 히스클리프 저 인간한테 당하기만 했던 지난날을 되새기면서.
Yeah, think of all the times when Heathcliff trampled over you.
저는
I'm... Sinclair turned to Roger, still looking anxious.
정말 제가 나서도 되는 걸까요?
Am I really able to do this?
아니지, 싱클레어.
Wrong question, Sinclair.
오로지 너만이 할 수 있는 거야.
This is something only you can do. He returned a determined nod.
손목의 스냅, 심취한 표정, 절제된 리듬, 완벽하다.
Jesus Christ. The wrist rocking, the pensive expression, sustained rhythm, perfection.
차분해. 하지만 그 차분함이 오히려 마음을 뒤흔든다. 이 소년 뭔가를 읽고 있어.
Fuck. It's calm, yet it's calmness that stirs my heart. This young man, he's channeling something from within.
승화.
I told you, this game is insanity.
Like murdering people like 10 minutes ago?
Yes. Another busting out instruments. And having a mariachi. Yeah, I saw that too.
That guy, how cute. Wait a minute, I don't... How?
Yes.
How?
How sublime.
면에 억눌린 어두움과 아픔들을 몸짓을 통해서 극복해내려 하고 있는 거야.
He is fighting repressed darkness and inner turmoil with the body's motion.
활활 타버린 재에서 남아있는 불씨, 그 불씨로 달궈지는 리듬, 그 리듬으로부터 표현되는 몸짓. 이건 마치 하룻밤 타오르고 남은 거대한 캠프파이어. 그곳에서 춤을 추듯 휘날리는 잿가루들의 여명무도회.
Oh, the embers lingering in glowing ash, heating the rhythm for gestures to be struck along. This conjures an image, one of a bonfire that has burnt through the whole night. And we are witnessing the collion of ash dancing atop its remnant. Sorry, what?
너 우리 조직에 들어올래? 장차 크게 될 새싹이다.
Young man, won't you consider joining us? You have the potential to grow big.
그 아이는 우리 회사 소속이에요. 허가 없이 인재를 빼내오려 하는 행동은 심각한 위법 행위랍니다.
That boy belongs to our company. You should know that siphoning valuable talent from their current employment without permission is a serious crime. Just a few hours ago, Sinclair was the only one moron in our band of blunderheads. Now he's been elevated to company's valuable asset.
좋은 연주였다. 너희 나 꼭대기층으로 가고 싶은 거지?
What a fine performance. You wish to get to the top floor, right?
나가라. 그럴 자격이 충분했다.
You may pass. You have earned the right.
하지만 위층 놈들은 말이 안 통할 거야. 그놈들은 흥이라고는 모르니까.
Be warned, though, the folks upstairs won't be as reasonable. They have no concept of festivities in their heads. Sinclair came back to us with an invigorated look.
속에서 솟아나오려던가.
At least PM learned to have a drama break between story and not bombardment of fucked up stories. Yeah, a little bit. Things swelling up inside me. But this is what it was about.
왜 그렇게 어려울 거라고 생각했던 걸까요? 이제야 마음이 한결 편해지네요.
Makes me wonder why I thought it would be hard. I feel much more comfortable now. I was curious to know the inner struggles he'd expressed through dance that had touched the syndicate to their core, and what kind of hardships a young gentleman like him could have gone through. But those questions could wait. For now, we headed upstairs to the 3rd floor. All right, I'm gonna probably call it there. Made a fair bit of progress.
갈갈이 베어버렸어. 키보다 정신이 맑을 때가 없군.
Got about, what, 13, so we got about 7 more floors to go, or levels.
상쾌한 아침이네요.
Oh wait, I have this too.
오늘 하루도
Clear through these 3
흥이
stages.
넘치게 시작해보자고요.
Excuse me. Oh, come on, game. Also, funny stuff chapter in the game are called canto, which means one of the sections in which certain long poems are divided.
제 연주가 별로였나요?
Here we go. So we should almost have Amity stem. I don't think I'm going to get this one, which is unfortunate.